Hello, everybody. Welcome to our regular Wednesday show on getting started with Restream. Hopefully today we will cover some of the cool features, new updates, and also we'll show you some of the cool functionality that you can unlock with Restream account and how to get your streaming to the next level. I'm your host today, Anastasia. I'm from customer support team, and I'm joined with my colleague, Hannah. Please welcome me to join. And I'm looking for overlays very quickly. There you go. So Hannah is from Customer Advocate team. And today, me and Hannah will be doing some demo. We will show you how some cool features in the account, but also we'll try to answer all of your questions. So get ready.
Yeah.
Hannah, tell a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm a little complicated. I'm from the US, but I'm living in France right now. So if you're from France, show us some love on the side. Or if you're from the Midwest, also show us some love on the side. I'm really interested to see where everyone else is from. Where are you from, Anastasia?
That's a cool question. I'm actually from, well, I'm also very complicated. I'm Irish Ukrainian, and but I'm currently based in Poland, so it's very unusual. So if you're from Europe, anywhere from Europe, I'm the person to say hello to. So please do let us know where you guys are from. And we're gonna put it as the overlay so that you guys also can see where you guys are from as well.
Wow, I'm seeing lots of love from everywhere. I'm seeing some Americans, some Midwesterners. I'm seeing
Italy as well.
Yeah.
UK, woohoo!
We've got some Nordic users here from Norway, UK.
That's so cool. That's so cool. Guys, also tell us what type of the content are you streaming? So it will help us a little bit to direct the show. Are you from Germany, Boston? So cool. What are you guys streaming? Is it entertainment? Is it for businesses? Or is it for gaming? Tell us a little bit more where you're from. Ooh, I see some gaming. Nice.
Oh, I see some
gaming
video
and
editors.
Video editing from Toronto. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Business talk shows. Nice. Some things.
I feel like I'm seeing a lot more talk shows and just web and news broadcasting systems using our platforms. And I think that that's really cool. I think that's really cool.
Also, I see funerals and weddings. At the first time when I saw it, I was very surprised. But now I feel like this is so it's so normal now. In a way, if you want to invite more people to the event, it's pretty cool to stream it with through the stream to all your social networks for sure.
Yeah,
information, entertainment.
Yeah, I think it's also really cool though that because there's so many limitations on traveling and just being in large groups for everyone around the world, I think that that's a really great idea and a really great opportunity that you're able to share really big life moments and really great, experiences with others and, have guests come in and just make it a very intimate and very, more exciting life,
Nice. I can see there's so few people also streaming pre-recorded videos. Oh, my favorite type of shows, those lazy days. Do the work beforehand and then you can rest on the beach on Sunday or whatever the day of the stream is. Okay, guys, welcome to the show one more time. Hello. So we will kick off the show with the presentation. Hannah, do you want to show a little bit of functionality on your account and how to get started in Restream?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, so I am going to start sharing my screen right now. Let me find my screen.
Ooh.
Let me find it.
Usual.
We just did a test. Okay, here it is. Okay. For some reason, it was a little hidden from me. So, okay. You can all see right now, I am on the destination dashboard. So it's the first thing you see once you sign into Restream. You've got your channels, if you've added them. If you don't, you can easily add your channels, clicking on it here. These are our free destinations. We have a variety of destinations for users to stream to for free. If you have a destination in mind and you know that it's not located for free and it's not located on any of our 4 paid destinations, but you do know it has an RTMB and stream connection, then we'll support it and you can add it here. All right, so once you've got everything added in the dashboard, before you want to start streaming, you can update your titles. You can create a title and a description. You'll select Update All. And then you can toggle on the destinations that you want to stream to. I have a variety right here that I'm just toggling on. If you'd like to stream a broadcast, but you don't want to stream it to any destinations, and you want to have it if you want to have it recorded, what you can do is toggle off all the destinations. And with a paid plan, you have the ability to just enter the live studio and you can stream and have it recorded. So that way it's a little bit of a hack so that you can upload that video at a later time as a pre-recorded video and just have it distributed to end destinations all at the click of a button in our events. So we'll do the live studio very briefly and then we'll talk a little bit about events. So you click the Enter Live Studio, very simple. So I don't have a very high streaming connection on this browser because I am doing a screen share mode. So what we can do is when you enter the studio, you're going to immediately see the preview. If you don't have permissions allowed for your camera, you need to allow them. If you don't have this permissions enabled, then you're not going to be able to have the camera function on your broadcast. Everything you see in the preview is what your users see. If you have a lot of chat going on the side and you want to have that enabled, you can do so by enabling the chat overlay. So see, as you see here, this is where the audience chat will be displayed. And as you saw in the broadcast, if you want to have chat enabled, but you don't want to have the overlay allowed, you can disable it and you can directly toggle on chat you'd like to have featured. This is a really great opportunity that you're able to highlight different chat features and different conversations from different outlets. So you can toggle it on and off and select different ones as you like. Hello. So what else you can do, we have the ability to add captions. So these are pre-recorded captions. I'll just type one in, caption test. And then this is the caption and the description. So I can click on it and it's available. It's very easy and all done with the click of a button. What you can do is you can create multiple at a time and you can hide them and show them. We use this feature a lot when we do our demos. So from here, as you've noticed with our captions, there is a coloring. What we allow with our customization Live Studio is that you can customize the color that you use. So for example, I really like red. So you can adjust this way, or you can change the setup and the style of it. It's really important to note, and I get a lot of users that ask this, is that if you have a website link in the captions, it is not possible to have them linked so that users can click on them directly and be redirected. We'd like to have that feature possible, but just at this time, it's not available at the moment. So you can have your own logo customized. You might not be able to see it very well, but it's right here. You can toggle it on and off. If you have a professional plan upward, you have the ability to remove branding. And a lot of users say that, when they are streaming, they're noticing the logos right there on the upper corner. And so what you're going to want to do is you just need to click on it and it goes away. Some users prefer the logo. They really like it. But if you want to remove it or add your own logo, you can upload it here. You can add your own overlays, just these, for free. Or you can upload your own. Same for both logo and overlay, as well as video clips. So for the video clips, what you have the opportunity is using like a countdown, smaller files. I have over here listed, I have several countdowns. And I also have a smaller video file just as a tester. But this feature is not available or accessible using Safari. Additionally, if I want to change the layouts, I can adjust them. And once I share my screen, or if I play a video file, I can adjust it to have the layouts set up differently. And I can have the background visible. So I'm currently on full screen and I make it smaller. So higher, and then I can switch it. Yeah, exactly. So that allows you to do this. So there are 3 ways that you're able to go live. You can go live with events, you can go live directly, and you can use our studio. So you figured out how to use the studio and we're really excited about it. But we want to make sure that you understand how to do all the other options as well. So what you can do is you're able to go to the events dashboard. So as you can see right here, I don't have any upcoming events, but I'm going to create one right now. So we have two options. You can schedule a live stream and a recorded video. For a live stream, I can click on it and schedule a live. I can schedule it. I can create a thumbnail. I can add a title, a description, and it's really great and helps you save time. You can either do that for a later time, or you can go live directly. Another really great option that we allow is streaming pre-recorded videos. And depending on your plan, will determine the file size you're able to use. This feature is accessible from the professional plan upwards. So from there, I would click on a video. Here's a demo video. I'm going to click on it. These are all uploads that I've already previously uploaded in my video storage. So I'm going to click next. I have the title, description as previously showed before, and I have the thumbnail area. So I can either schedule it later, or I can go live directly. This is a really exciting feature that we've recently released that we've had a lot of really positive feedback on from users. So let me just schedule a test event just to show everyone how it's done very quickly. So this is a test. This is a test. I'm gonna schedule it for 7 p.m. I'm not gonna add a thumbnail, but so from there, you can toggle on all the destinations that you want. I'm gonna run a test, so I'm gonna toggle off all my destinations. So I've got everything confirmed, the date, the time, and please be aware that you need to ensure that you have the correct video uploaded, the correct date, and all of the correct information, because once you upload this, you can't modify it unless you cancel or delete the event, and you have to create a new one. So I've got all my destinations toggled off. I can see this. I can create the event, and now it's listed in my dashboard. So this is my current event, and then these are all my past events. That creates a visual archive, seeing what events you've had going on previously, maybe to give you a better guideline of what you want to do. So from here, we've gone over our events, we've gone over our studio. So I want to talk a little bit about what can you do after the broadcast is done. Because as content creators, as developers, you need to be really innovative, really exciting. You need to have a lot of different options on how you're able to create content that's meeting your niche's needs and that you're meeting as many audience members as possible. So I'm going to open up my dashboard a little bit. I am going to look at my video storage. These are my videos. I have my demo video and I have my recordings. These are me. So what I can do is I can click on them and I can download them and I can repurpose them for any content that I want. I can click download and I have different options for what I can do. With Restream, with our video storage, whether you're distributing the stream to end destinations or you're just streaming for personal content use, you have the ability to download the full video, the full audio, as well as different audio tracks. This is a really cool feature we've just released for our users, and we've had so much excitement, and we've been working on it for a long time. So what this means is that if you have a guest, if you yourself are using this, what this will do is this will split the audio tracks so that you can use this for podcasts. You can use this from a speech to text, and you can have it used on a blog or on a website. There's so many endless possibilities for this that you can repurpose your content. So that way you're meeting more users, you're having more needs met, and you're continuing to reach wider demographics, which is overall the end purpose of your goal. So
that's such a cool feature.
Yeah, I really love that. What do you think, Anastasia? Do you think that there's any other areas that we should really focus on with users to show them?
I have this question from, just a second, from White Line Fever TV.
Mm-hmm.
And they were asking, I can't find it right now, but they were asking if it's possible to stream from Zoom into Studio directly. So the question was, I ended up paying higher plan on Zoom because OBS uses too much computing power. Zoom straight into Restream would be the best of both worlds. So could you touch base a little bit on how it's possible to stream from Zoom to Restream, and also how it's possible to take Zoom call into Restream Studio?
Yeah, absolutely. I really, really love this new feature that we've just released. And this is our RTMP source. It's so interesting. And I think it really sets us apart from other destinations and other platforms. So again, allowing my optimizations. So what this is this is the RTMP source. And this allows you to pull in your third-party tools such as Zoom or OBS directly into the live studio. So that gives you the best of both worlds to use Zoom with the live studio directly. And so when you use this and when you set this up, you can follow along with our Zoom article guide, and you can copy and paste in the RTMP URL in Stream Key. And that's going to allow you to pull that directly into the studio and use the studio features that we have accessible and use different captions and overlays. And that will really give you more of the OBS type feel that a lot of users have been really interested in directly in our studio. So let's say that you were in Zoom and you really love the overlays, the captions, the graphics that the studio offers. This is absolutely going to help take you to that next level streaming experience. So yeah, so this is absolutely going to allow you to do that. And it's something that we have available for our premium members, upward or company level plans at this time. And I've heard a lot of really great feedback. I personally love this feature. And it's really, for me personally, it's taken my Zoom meetings, my webinars to the next level.
Yeah, no, totally. I feel like with this feature, it's possible to customize your Zoom. You kind of get both best of the both worlds. So with Studio, you can have up to 10 guests on your stream. So 9 guests and you 10. And with Zoom, you can have 1,000 users in your stream. But then you don't have a possibility to add your logo or captions or overlays or chat overlays, something that we are doing right now. So for example, we can start showing all the comments on the side blog, or we can select specific comments. And with this feature, for sure, you can have two things that in one place. You can have a great possibility of many guests entering the studio, and also adding your overlays and chats and graphics and branding, etc. on top. Okay, some cool stuff. Let's try to answer some questions that have been populating. Guys, if you haven't asked the question yet, now it's your time. So we will take turns answering questions. Do you want me to start? I'll get a first question for you, Hannah.
Okay.
How can I invite guests to my stream in Restream Studio?
Oh, that's a really good one. I really love that with our paid plans, you can have up to 10 participants in the stream. And so that means you're able to have a larger amount of guests together. And if you have the company plans, you can even have Zooms. That means you'd have the ability to have even more people in one broadcast. So.
Yeah. Do you want to show it even in your account, how to get a link to the guest?
Yeah. So hold on, let me pull it back up. I just popped out of it.
Okay. So while you are preparing for the question, I also got this question from Gemischte Tüte. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. Sounds like German to me. Is it true that chat input, or for example, YouTube only works when the stream goes to public? That's absolutely true. So the chat will populate only when the stream is live. And then you can either broadcast the chats as an overlay, like what we did at the beginning of the stream, or you can also showcase the individual comments like we're doing right now. Cool.
Yeah. Are you ready for me to show how you can send guests the guest link?
Absolutely.
All right. So guys, let me share with you again. All right. Welcome back. So if you can see my screen, hi. What you can do is you can click on this guest link directly. So all of these different icons underneath the preview mean different things. This is the microphone, video, this is screen sharing, guest, this is video files, the RTMP source, and just the settings. So if you want to invite guests, you can click on this directly. So this link is permanent. It's not going to automatically refresh once you leave the studio. However, if you are having issues with your key, or for example, if you feel that the link's integrity has been compromised, you can simply refresh. So it's going to change the invitation key, as you see. And once you do this, it's going to populate a new one. And the previous key is not going to be accessible. One question I have a lot of users reach out about is when you go to the event, sometimes they mistake the live studio invitation as a guest key that you can use for all of the events. So if you create a live stream and you want to invite a guest, I'm going to set up my stream. I'm going to toggle off all the destinations. I'm going to create my event. Oh yeah, sorry. And so from here, you're going to be able to click on this link and you're going to be able to invite guests. And this is the guest link. This is separate because this is the invitation directly to the event. And it's really important to think of the RTMP settings and the invitations as a key, kind of like the key to your house or the key to your car. If you have any key, it's going to start a car, but it's not going to start the car that you really need it to. So if you're not using the right settings or the right key, it's not going to associate with the event that you have planned. So just a really important note to have.
Cool. Thanks for sharing, Hannah. So we got a little bit more questions. I don't know if you're comfortable answering them, or do you want me to start picking them up? I got this question. I paid for service. Can I use our Item Mini? This is probably, you see quite often people are trying to use Item Mini. In general, to say yes, you can. I'm not sure. So the way our planning works is basically on custom destinations. It's not necessarily on the type of equipment that you use. So you can use any type of input to Restream. And in this instance, you can use Item Mini. You can use external source camera. You can use Zoom, you can use streaming software. In my mind, the way I think about Restream is similar to Google. Like Google has this many variety of offerings. We have a kind of similar way. We also offer different varieties with our product, and you can have a variety of different functionalities. And to answer your question shortly, yes, it's possible. Okay, cool. Hannah, did you select a question for yourself, or do you want me to? I have this. There are a few cool questions that I spotted before.
Okay, I did find one, but if there's one that you really want to select, you can totally go for it. I'm going to pick this one for now. It's a bit longer, but the user wants to know how you're able to update the game titles, because they're stating that when they update it and toggling it off for game content, there are some games missing. And so I'm going to share my screen again. Oh no, my screen is shared. Yeah, so I'm going to toggle that back on. Can you see my screen?
No, hold on a second. I don't think it's enabled.
Really? Okay. Sorry, everyone.
Yep.
Technical difficulties. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what you want to do is if you're going to update your game titles is you're going to use our Update Titles feature. So this is really simple, and it allows you to update everything with the ease of a button. So I'm making another test, and I'm going to toggle on gaming content. For example, I'm going to select the Apex Legends. So for this, I'm going to update this and select Update All. If you don't select this, then you're risking that the title is not going to be updated. So for the destinations, I recommend that you go to each destination to make sure that it has this game available on it. So for this, I would scroll all the way down and make sure that the destination offers this game. If it doesn't, there's different options. You can add music, hobby, sports, education, others, but it just depends on the end destination. If it's not available on the destination, it's not going to automatically update.
Also, to add a little bit, that we actually update our game titles once in a while. So the best way in order to get it updated is please contact support. So we take a note of your game title. I would assume they were updated about once in 3 months or so. So we can pre-populate in new game titles as well.
Mm-hmm.
I saw these questions from Bonnie TV. Live streaming to LinkedIn fails more than 50% of the time. That says that Restream fault. Restream says it's listening fault. How to solve this? So from my experience streaming to LinkedIn, LinkedIn is very peculiar program. They very strict on the type of a stream that they take. They're very strict on the settings that you use. They're very strict on the description that you use. They're very strict into pretty much everything will get you black screen with LinkedIn. So it's very sensitive. That said, it should be working more than 50% of the times. It looks like you already been in contact with our support. If it's possible, could you answer the invitation to the show? I'll get directly the email, and I'll try to get to the bottom of this, and we'll try to solve it for you. If necessary, we'll get in touch with LinkedIn to make sure that streaming goes well for you as well. Hannah, I noticed also this very good questions from Edwin. I'm pretty sure people are worried because we're deprecating widget. Are we planning to trial period on widget, and what is the alternative solution we're offering for widget?
So our widget is being removed because it doesn't create a quality service that we are proud to promote as Restream. It doesn't have a great success rate, and it gives our users a lot of unsatisfaction because it's not broadcasting their streams to the destinations that they need. So as an alternative for this, we have a link, and it directly allows you to use a paid player option. For example, there's a variety of them that's located directly on the destination board, as well as free destinations that you're able to use with an embed player. So for example, YouTube and Facebook are really great options. As well, there are other alternatives that most end destinations will provide some sort of player as long as you look into them directly on the platform. And this is regarding most socials.
Cool. What about these questions from Gemischte Tüte? I hope I'm pronouncing it well. What about private streams?
So there's a lot of different ways that you can go about this. For a great way to do this is that you can, when you set up Restream, you can enable the destination to only be visible to you. That'll allow you to have a private destination. For example, YouTube is a great option. You can have an unlisted stream to have it private, and that would mean that it's not visible directly for the wider audience. One thing I personally like to do to test streams for Facebook is I have private Facebook pages. And what I'll do is I'm the only person in there. No one else is available. And what I'll do is if I want to test a stream or see how it distributes to Facebook, I will create private pages or private destinations, and I can stream it directly that way.
That's very cool. I think we had a very similar questions regarding what do my guests need to join the stream. It was a little bit about the guest that we mentioned. Does the guests need a Restream account to join the stream or no?
No, that's actually a really great thing about Restream is they don't need to have a Restream account to use the guest link. So as I showed before, you can click the bottom of the screen. You can click on the guest link. You can distribute it any way you want via SMS, email, messenger, carrier pigeon. As long as they have that, they're able to put it in their URL and they can connect directly. They don't need a Restream account, and they'll be able to join in as soon as you give them the ability to toggle them on.
Cool. That's pretty exciting to hear. I feel like that would be something we logged in as a co-host in our account, but it's definitely something that you can use if you want to, is to have guests outside of Restream joining your account as well. I got interesting question from Tony, multi-camera. Ooh, that is one of my favorite questions. There's no really simple answer to this, Tony. The answer is really yes and no. So we don't natively support multi-camera as yet, but you can implement multi-camera already. For example, if you start, one of the easiest way to do it is if you connect to the stream as a guest. So you have one device being streaming your main stream, and the second device joining as a guest, streaming your additional streams. And then you can toggle off between different devices or different angles and different views while you're streaming, such enabling multi-camera support as well, up to 9 different cameras. So how cool is that? You can have on your stream. And that's definitely the first way to go. It's just adding, for example, your main stream on laptop and your additional stream on your mobile phone, and having them as acting as a different cameras on your stream. And the second way to go to enable this functionality as well is to set it up with OBS and have a multi-camera support from there as well. Okay, Hannah, do you see any good questions yourself?
I've been looking through them. I see we've got a lot of really great support by users who are reaching out and answering questions for each other. And I love that community and that support that everyone has for each other. So I really love the multi-camera questions. I really love the different questions about using Zoom and OBS. And, you know, that's so much fun and allows users to have such great opportunities with integrating that in the studio with our RTMP source. So I'm going to click on this link, and it's specifically a user who's reaching out, Robert. They're saying that they're sharing a link, but most of the time it doesn't work. And so there's a little more, I need a little more context on this specifically. If they are trying to send out a link on the captions and it's not working, this is something we're aware of, and it's not something that we have accessible to use in the stream. We can have the accessibility to have like a link to a website or to an auction site or whatever your need is. It's going to be available there to view, but you can't click on it. If you're referring to your guest link and it's not working, then what I would definitely recommend that you do is refresh the link, and that will give you the opportunity to redistribute it and have that replaced.
Cool. I see questions from Celia. What command should we use to auto-send comments at the beginning of the live stream? Celia, could you give a little bit more information? Auto-send comments at the beginning of live stream, do you mean chats, like similar to what we did at the beginning of the show where there was a chat overlay? So that's going to be starting populating in the messages. Oh, wait. This way. No, this way. It will start populating messages on the right-hand side of your stream as soon as the people will answer. And we can say, hey, messages are here. Messages, these are here. And the messages will start populating on the right. Is that what you meant? So this is just a simple, as a functionality in Studio itself, chat overlay. Just by enabling that, it will go live. If there's anything else, Celia, please let us know. We can figure out what is the best way to answer you. So I think I have one more confirming questions from White Line Fever TV. I thought it was Zoom into Restream, not vice versa. So that's correct. Zoom into Restream. So you can stream from Zoom to Restream in 2 ways. Either just embedding the Zoom call into Restream, or embedding directly into your studio to get additional functionality like branding, overlays, chats on top of your Zoom call. So yes, it's possible. I get a little bit more questions regarding the how do you enable. I had a few questions I see from Celia, how do you enable chat overlays? And I also see questions from C Lane. She says, I'm sorry I'm late, but how do you share a screen on Restream? Hannah, do you still have your account open? Do you want to show how to do that in your account?
Yeah, I do. I'm seeing a lot of more studio-specific questions, so I'm happy to do that, and so we can share. All right, do you see my screen?
Yep. I'm just going to turn off the chat overlay for now.
Okay. So you see my main dashboard. You see the studio here, or you see my test that we made previously at the beginning of the broadcast. if you're trying to enter the event itself, that you have scheduled, you're not going to enter here. You would enter the live studio for the event. So, but since we're not going to the event, I'm just going to enter the live studio. And both studios appear the same. It just has a different setup. So if you enter the studio, it's not going to have the stream created and distributed from the event itself. So allowing all permissions. Welcome back. And so, okay, so to get to where I am now for screen sharing, I clicked on this button. I clicked the screen share. I'm going to allow the permissions. If you don't allow the permissions, it's not going to enable this. So from there, it's going to give you a link so you can select your browser or you can share the screen. I am in a screen share mode already. So I'm just going to, what you're going to do is you'll just toggle it on to enable it to appear. So this is my setup. I have the chat overlay enabled right here. If I want to turn that off, easily do so. If I want to switch the appearance, I can easily do so by directly holding down, clicking, and dragging. And dragging it over so that it changes the appearance. If I want to have a screen share and a video file as well as itself or anything, I can modify the viewing and the layouts. So depending on the view that I want, since I don't have enough guests, it only appears for the two, this helped me have a different setup and a different layout to create more of a customization and a better personalized experience for me to really elevate and level up my. So let's say I want to do, let's say I'm tired of let's say I only want to share the screen share. Off my camera. I'm still here, but I'm just hidden. I can toggle it on. I can toggle off screen and it saves. So it will still be there, so I can toggle it on and off as needed. So I'm here again, toggle on my overlays. I can also add my RT source, and if I want to do that, I'm only able to have them in the broadcast at a time. And so, yeah, and then I can also add my cap, my overlays, and I can absolutely do that. Nastia, are there any other specific questions on the studio that I can show?
I don't see anything right now. I haven't seen anything right now. The other one I noticed from Norden, he's asking, is there possibilities to send the stream from Restream at a different bitrate resolutions to different platforms? I guess the Norden is looking for transcoding. Yes, it's possible. Hanna, do you want to talk a little bit more about it?
So I disabled my.
Oof. Let me change the places.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay, sorry. Can you see me and hear me?
I'm just trying to change the places. I thought, here we go, me being too creative with the layouts. You're back again. Please take a question.
Yeah, no worries. You wanted to talk a little bit about transcoding and the role that transcoding does, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So what transcoding does, it allows you to customize the specific configurations for a destination. For example, other destinations have specific bitrate or settings that it requires or limitations that it has. This means that, for example, if you want to stream to Facebook at 3000, which is lower than their required bitrate, you can absolutely do this. But if you want to stream at 7,000, you would, because that's the configuration of a personal destination, you would need to use transcoding on the Facebook destination to provide the high and capable quality and bitrate to allow it to stream to this destination. And this will only stream it to the Facebook destination once you purchase it and enable it. And as well, if you are streaming to Instagram, you can use transcoding and alter the setup and the format so that way that it fits the Instagram viewing ratio.
Cool. Great. I see some few more questions being asked, so we're going to spend a little bit more time answering questions. Also, guys, please don't forget there is a little bit of discount we're going to share today. So discount can be used for any upgrades if you want to untoggle any new features or any for new purchases. We're going to share it in a minute. So maybe actually let me share it right now, and then we take a few more questions and share the discount one more time. So here's the discount. As I said, it can be used for any upgrades you want to do in the plan or new purchases. And while we are at that, we will try to see a few more questions as well. So Augustine is asking, are we going to be adding more themes? Do you know anything about this?
I know that we try to keep them regularly up to date. And so I don't know any specific times that we're planning on releasing any new themes or changing them, but we really like the feedback. So we'll keep that in mind, and we'll definitely pass that on to our developers. Nastia, do you know anything about when we're adding any more themes?
Actually, I'm not sure when we are adding more themes, but I definitely seen the new ones just released today or yesterday. My favorite ones is this one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a flower girl, so there you go. I love this overlay. I also love this theme as well. I feel like we're changing seasonality as well for the depending on seasons. So it's definitely something that we are updating quite regularly. This is one of my favorite questions from Ervin. Ervar, I'm not sure I know how to pronounce it. How can I stream to Instagram? I thought they only allow mobile devices. Hannah, do you want to take that one on?
Yeah, sure. So we get a lot of users reach out about how they can stream to Instagram. And the simplest way that I can recommend is that users use a third-party custom destination called Yellow Duck. And they'll need to download this application on their PC, and they'll need to set it up and connect it with the custom RTMP. And so something that users should be aware of is that if you want to stream to Instagram, we can absolutely support it. But it's really important to note that using Yellow Duck, it's really important that you refresh or remove and re-add the key immediately prior to broadcasting to the destination. Otherwise, the key won't work, or the destination won't work, and it's going to appear as a black screen, or it's just not going to have the broadcast appear at all. So you always want to make sure that you have it immediately recreated and have it sent out as soon as possible. Otherwise, you're likely going to have streaming issues.
Yeah, also the Yellow Duck is probably was mentioned. Yellow Duck is not the only one. I saw some other applications now populating. So if Yellow Duck is not working, there are other ones that could work for you and could fulfill the need as well. Okay, so let's answer maybe a few last questions. So I see questions from C Lane. Could there be anything interfering with my ability to share the screen?
Oh,
so I think maybe C-Lane means the toggling off or toggling on and off the channels. I don't know. I'm thinking.
Oh, actually, I think I kind of know what the user's meaning. So, for example, I use a 2016 MacBook Air. So, for example, if I want to use screen sharing, it's absolutely capable. But using and sharing the audio of this screen share isn't necessarily capable with my device because it's too old. So this is one feature issue. Another is that we don't offer this to be completely compatible on mobile devices. So you need to use a PC in order to use it.
Good point. Good point as well. So it's definitely something that could interfere with screen sharing. Also, don't forget every time you have a guest, they automatically go into the green room. And in order to appear, they need to be toggled on. Otherwise, they not appear on the stream itself. Okay, guys, just a quick reminder, a discount that you can use to purchase a plan or upgrade. It was super cool to have you here with us today. I see that Benjamin was helping us in chat. Thank you so much, Benjamin. It was a really great to see you helping us. Guys, this is our regular show. We run it weekly. We hope to see you again. And please enjoy the streaming. Let us know if there's anything we can help you with. We are here. If you ever need to contact support, it's right there, 24/7. We are there. Me and Hannah, we can support you with your questions. Hannah, do you want to do the high five?
Yeah, so I think I got it this time. I'm pretty sure I got it. Last time we did this, it was It was a little bit of a failure, but okay. So you want to do it this way? Nope, this way. Okay, ready?
This way. One,
Yeah.
2,
2,
3.
3.
Yay!
Yay!
Totally nailed it. It was slow motion, but totally nailed it. It's so confusing always when you change the place and it's mirrored, so it's totally confusing where your hands are. Thank you guys for joining us today. If you still have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to support or just answer the invitation email that was sent out. We will be happy to help you and get you start streaming with us with no time.
Yeah, keep an eye out on our social media pages because we have a lot of different influencers who come along and tell you about their experience with streaming and how you too can be a really great streamer. So keep an eye out on that as well.
Awesome. Thank you guys again for joining, and have a lovely day.
Bye.